Right now I have seven cats. 3 of them are mine, and 4 of them right now are foster. Yeah, 4 of them are fosters. And I told my husband I might, like, I want a foster fail. I want to have them all. The 3rd cat that is mine, I picked him up in the streets. I was temporarily moved out of our place and lived in this small house in a neighborhood with a lot of cats because we got flooded during the rains 2 years ago. And so while there, I started seeing in the street this cat in a terrible shape. Because he looked like a tomcat, I called him Tom. I didn't know if it was a girl or a boy because his tail was always between his legs. And he was miserable. He looked miserable. And he walked like an old cat. So I felt so bad. And there were these rains and rains and rains. So I started putting out some sort of like boxes and shelters so he could hide from the rain, and food in those boxes. So at some point he learned that there is food, so he started to come eat, and then I started moving this food closer and closer till I moved it completely to like close to my door, and then he started coming every day. And then he disappeared for a week, and then he reappeared, and he was even like he was barely walking. And on that day, I managed to trap him, neutered him, vaccinated. So it turned out he was a boy. He is a boy, and I never, like TNR, trap, neuter, release. So I released him, but I released him in my bathroom, and I never let him go. I was afraid of him. He was very big, and he was a street cat, so I didn't know like what if he attacks me and bites me and whatever, and what if he's sick or something. He was very sick. He had all the parasites possible. He had all the diseases possible. So for a few months I've been treating him, and after that then I was taking him to vets, and well, right now he's 9.5 years old. So at that time he was a little bit younger. He's 9.5, and why he was not, and one day he stopped walking. Then turned out he had arthritis. So now I keep him on these shots. And because these shots are like about $100 a month, I thought that if I adopt him out, what if the people at some point, because cats will never tell you that they're in pain. You will see it in behavior, but some people will have no clue. They'll say, oh, it's a cat and a cat. They don't talk, they don't meow when they're in pain. There's nothing you can see except for certain clues. And I thought, what if people will adopt him and then they will run out of money, for instance, have a difficult months with bills and everything, which is understandable. And what if they miss his monthly shot? Then he will be in pain. He will not tell them about it, but he will be in pain. And so I thought, I can't do that to him. And I love senior cats. That's kind of the next level you get into, like disabled cats, senior cats. And I'm not afraid to part with them anymore. I left him with me. So now he's my 3rd adopted cat, and I love all of them, so I might adopt all of them too. Oh my God. If you guys, but I said this to my rescue. I said, if the people who you send me, if somebody chooses them, but I feel that they will not love them as much as I love them or more, I will not give them to anyone. Sorry, but I have a say. I'm there. I've been with them for years.